engaged when I was back in the United States. Angel started spreading some pretty malicious lies about me to try to poison Tata's family against her US, who told her that I mistreated women in relationships. She doesn't even have any friends in the United States.
That's crazy, man. Imagine marrying someone and her sister's out here saying the most. That is crazy. That is unhealthy. That is messed up.
And shortly before Tata came to the US, we did end up blocking Angel for just over a year.
Each other from Instagram, I think, and then meeting for the first time, and then having engaged, and then moved to America so quick. That's why I've spread the gossip saying that James is really bad person to my dad.
I don't know what she was looking to gain out of that, but that is so pathetic. That makes you worse than what he is. Well, it makes you worse than what he's not. So let's just say that. You know, like, who does that? If I was Tata, I guess, you know, if I was her in particular, to be honest with you, I don't know if I could ever make amends with my sister again. Because she's meddling in our relationship. My relationship with my man, for what reason? Just because you don't like the fact that we met online? Just because you don't like the fact that we moved so quickly with the marriage and me moving to the States? So what? Let me make my choices. And if the choices that I make are choices that I live to regret, let me regret them and then therefore let me learn from them. Doing this, what does this solve? Where is the gain in this attitude? Like, what the F, man? Rah.
Good thing to say, but I don't trust you yet.
At this point, I would respectfully respond and say, I don't care if you don't trust me. The only person that shouldn't be trusting anyone, it should be me not trusting you. Because you're the one that did me dirty, not me who did you dirty. Like, make that make sense. Come on now.
Because we are moving here. Oh, Angel, about me and James' problem, because I just don't want to make things even more tense between them.
Moving here, so that's good. So we can hang out.
And then what you gonna do here?
What are we gonna do?
That's the problem we're running into.
Working.
We'll figure it out.
I just have James in my life as her husband, because James not gonna find a job here. I mean, James just speak English, and I just worry if they go back to the USA, I don't want to lose her forever.
Talk about not being able to make your mind up. So you're not happy with the fact that he took your sister to the US where he was working and he was providing, but you're also not happy that he's now actually bringing your sister back to Indonesia, the place that you didn't want to leave in the first place, but you're not happy that he's going to be here with her because he's not going to be able to work there, but it's going to be hard for him. So what is the solution? Oh, yeah. The solution is you just don't want them to be together. You want your sister to stay in Indonesia, probably marry an Indonesian man if possible. I mean, is she even married herself, to be honest with you? That's the other question, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, you cannot sit there, make up a lie about somebody, then tell that person that you don't trust them as if they're the one that did you wrong. And then on top of that, then be like, well, I'm upset that you took my sister to the States where you was providing for her, but now I'm actually upset that you're brought her back here because now you can't provide for her because you can't work here. What? If I was Tata, she needs to check her sister. Because this behavior by the sister is unacceptable. It is toxic, it is unhealthy, it is unnecessary, it is not fair, it is ridiculous. Whew. If I had a sibling like that, I would have cut off that sibling a long time ago. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because boy, that's the kind of sibling that I cannot trust. And let's talk about trust, okay? She says you can't trust James, but how is your sister Tata meant to trust you when you tried to ruin their marriage? When you lied to ruin their marriage. To try and ruin their marriage. Like, bruh, when you lie, that's when you break trust. So to be honest, I don't know why your sister should ever trust you again as well, to be honest with you. You should be the one that should be in this position right now, trying to find a way to make amends. Because look at it this way. Yes, of course, James came over, took his sister to the States. But guess what he did too? He provided for her, but guess what else he did for her? When her health wasn't going well, he was open to the idea of doing what? Of coming back over in Indonesia. Why? To try and make his wife happy. To try and do the right thing so he doesn't lose his wife. He didn't say to her, oh well, if you can't survive in the USA, well, in that case, you just go to Indonesia and then we're over. He didn't say that. There's never been a point when he's even instigated or even said the idea of breaking up with her. This man has been solid to your sister. Meanwhile, your sister's been crying time and time again. Don't get me wrong, James is not perfect. That's one thing we know. You know, the guy definitely has an issue with telling the full story sometimes. We know that for sure. He has his errors, and so does Tata, 100%. But if their relationship isn't gonna work, it's not gonna work because of them two. It's not gonna work because you just don't like them together. Like I said before, it should be the sister that should be gaining the trust of both James and Tata at this point, not the other way around. That is absolutely absurd. And if anything, Meitalia should be sitting there and saying to her sister, listen, you upset me. You hurt me. You broke my heart when you made up stories about my husband because you did not want me to marry him. I understood you didn't want me to marry him, but to make up things about him to our father, that was crossing the line. So that's why we had to block you. Now we've unblocked you because we want to make amends. But we got to make amends on the right foot. This right here is not making amends. But you're telling my guy that you don't trust him? Look at me right now. Do I look healthy? Do I look like I'm in a bad place? He brought me back home to get well. He brought me back home to even at least try and be with me at home. He's never tried to quit, whether it's been trying to make us happy in the States or whether it's been trying to now make us happy in Indonesia. He's always trying. He's never not trying. What are you trying to do? Yeah, you're trying to break us up because you just don't like him for no reason. He's done nothing wrong to you. Not a single thing. Psst. Man. If anybody's got a friend or a sister or a cousin or anybody around them that is like a Meitalia sister, if I was you, always have one eye open, always be checking your shoulder, or just don't have that person in your life because, boy, having that kind of unstable uncertainty about that someone in your life isn't really healthy for you anyway. With that being said, let me know what you're thinking down below and we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I've said what I've said. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.